24.
We oh, my phone. Where the stories are.
Because you wanted to steal my time. That's what happens when you try to steal my time.
Yep.
I gonna give me my 1 minute back.
Good morning and welcome, everyone. See how Tega bullies us.
What, but they're taking my time. Why did we sing rubbish when we were growing up? Who knew all these people?
Who?
Who brought up all that song? What's Jankoliko?
I have no clue. No single clue. All right, let's do this. Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. Thank you very much for staying tuned here on your smoothest dial on radio. I am Ayo Myro Esse, and together with Valentine Ohu, we are your smooth breakfast hosts. This morning, we're going straight into the sporting half hour, and I have the one and only Tega Supreme.
Let me give people my Miss World ways.
All right. Take the only person who praises herself on a constant.
It's not easy to be me.
Constant level. No, not easy to be
It's not easy to be me.
Constantly.
Meanwhile,
yes, I love this opening gist.
Hot gist. That's how the teams, African teams, volleyball teams went to Rwanda to play the tournament, the African tournament.
Yeah.
So they get to Rwanda, and for some reason, after Rwanda had played their first game,
Yeah.
they found out that some of their they found out that they played some ineligible included some ineligible players. So the tournament now disqualified Rwanda and promoted the next team, which happened to be Nigeria. That's how Rwanda government now said everybody should pack their load and leave their country. They are not doing again. I'm not playing, no. It was war. They said, since people have disqualified us, we've appealed. We tried to explain to you, people still disqualified us. We are not hosting anybody again. They said everybody should leave their country.
For Kigame's government.
I was just like, this is an African wonder. I've not seen it before. Imagine that. Just think about it. World Cup.
Yeah.
France was hosting.
Yeah.
They disqualified France for fielding an ineligible player.
Why would you disqualify?
No, but an ineligible player was fielded. It's the rules. France now say, well, I'm not doing one. Everybody come up again. Bye-bye. Good night and good luck. So, FIFA World stepped in. FIBA World. It's spelled FIVB. So, the Volleyball World International. Federation of International Volleyball now stepped in and said, okay, and tried to resolve the situation. So they've agreed to continue hosting.
I can't believe
it. Yes, but apparently it was a war. You disqualify us, you leave our house. Nothing like that. Good night and good luck. I was like, this is only in Africa.
You see why next time when we bid for hosting world events, you just say no. No.
I'm telling you, because again, I don't think you can even do that, because again, to host, if you have to pay. There's a reason why Tokyo had to hold this Olympics, in spite of the fact that a lot of their people didn't want to host it. They would have paid back millions of dollars in fines. So that's why they needed to host it. So there are all those laws, if you are hosting a tournament, because I've tried to actually be on a committee where they are hosting a tournament, all the requirements that are needed, the government approval, the this, that, then you now come and say, everybody go back to the country. We don't care. We're not hosting again. We're not playing again. Give me my ball. That's exactly what they did. So that's that for volleyball. Let's get back to today's stories.
Let's get to today's story. Well, what a juicy way to start off the day. So Sean says it's simple now. Someone brings ball to field for boys to play in the area. If you chase him away, he'll carry the ball and go. If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, please, at any point in time, send us a YouTube message and you can watch live on YouTube. Smooth 981 FM Lagos is the channel to look forward to. And then on WhatsApp, send your message to our WhatsApp platform 0809 4440981. We'll go straight into our first story. Aisha Buhari Cup gift Monday talks tough ahead Bayana Falcons clash. Yay. All right, so for Super Falcons striker gift Monday, Tuesday's tie against South Africa in the ongoing Aisha Buhari Cup is a must win. Speaking ahead of the epic encounter, Gift said, I have not forgotten that South Africa defeated us in the opening game of the ALCON 2018 in Ghana, and the player that scored that goal terrorized the Ghana defense last Friday at Onikon Stadium. Never again will such happen, and I'm happy to watch their game. South Africa has very fast attackers, but we will stop them, and I must break into their defense to get our goals come Tuesday.
It's good to score goals, so she scored in the first game.
It sounds like
she scored the first. She scored a brace in the first game for Nigeria. So Nigeria faces Bayana next, and that's going to be a tough one. There's a brewing rivalry. There's a growing one.
All right.
And South Africa have come out to be one of the most improved teams in Africa. Again, it's because of all the things that they have and all the things that they're putting into the sports. They have infrastructure, they have financing, compared to most other African women's team. They seem to be the one that the development was well structured, well planned, and they're following through with all their projects. They defeated the Black Queens of Ghana by 3-0 already. So for that, it's a huge one. So Nigeria's scalp is what they're looking for next. So that's a good fixture to see. And I know a lot of people have said, oh, this is an invitational, but the truth of the matter is, this tournament, nobody's taking it lightly. Everybody's using this tournament to build their team and develop women's football in their country, especially starting from their national teams. Ideally, I'd say start from grassroots up. But if there are tournaments available for your national teams to feature and you can get your national teams there, then get your national teams there. So this as much as an invitational, is still Nigeria versus South Africa. Nobody's playing. So they're going to approach this game with all seriousness. And truth be told, if Nigeria is going to gauge how well they are on the tournament, and if they still have a hold on it, they'd have to come out against South Africa and make a statement. So yes, it's just 3 points, but it's still South Africa. So Super Falcons, you know what to do.
You know what to do. We're waiting. We're looking forward. You must, you're not bring it home, but keep it at home.
Yeah. All right. Must let them know that this is Lagos.
Yes. Nigerian women's basketball team, Tigress, on Saturday, September 18, kicked off their title defense with a win over Mozambique at 2021 AfroBasket. The game ended 67-50 to Nigeria. The Tigress will play their second game on Sunday, September 19, or they played their game yesterday. The top two teams qualify for one of the qualifying tournaments for the 2022 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup.
Okay, really interesting one. So the Tigresses are going for a. Oh God, the Tigresses just sound like
the Tigresses.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say. The national team of basketball for women for Nigeria, the Tigresses are playing. Trying to get a 3-peat. So they've won it back to back consecutively. This is the third time they want to win it. Which is why I say this is history making. So it's important. It hasn't been a good start for the girls. I think that they struggled in their games. You can see that they're still trying to blend as a unit, but I still think as much as the tournament goes on, they will come through, because if you watch the Nigerian team, they have the quality of players. It's just getting that team to play as a unit. That's where defend as a unit, attack as a unit, and that's what it is. Pass the ball. Don't let them force you to play their way, because what was happening, what I noticed with them was the girls were hesitant, so they were making extra passes, and they were not making their shots because they had to now rush their shots because the clock was counting down. So I just think they need to settle, and the more they the further they go in the tournament, the better they will get. But they're going for that 3-peat, and I'm with them for that history making one.
All right, so we have comments here from, so just like I mentioned, they haven't had a great start. Bash from Yaba said the Tigers didn't play well at all. I don't see them retaining this trophy, just like the Tigers. They have to improve, unless Angola will get them silly. And then Ibrahim Hassan on YouTube says, why would the world, Rwanda, oh, now tell me, why would the world take Africa serious? Good morning. All right, so let's move away from there and go to some football. So decisions for good of team, says PSG's Pochettino after Messi substitution. Paris Saint-Germain manager Mauricio Pochettino has defended his decision to substitute forward Lionel Messi in Sunday's 2-1 win over Olympique Lyonnais in French Ligue 1, and said the Argentine was okay with being taken off. He said, I think we all know we have great players in this 35-man squad. Only 11 can play. We can't play more. The decisions in the game are made for the good of the team and each player. Every coach thinks about that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes players like it, and sometimes they don't. At the end of the day, that's why we are here.
Okay, so I can officially submit to you that PSG are not the team to beat. I know they are top of Ligue 1. I know they have a perfect start. But what they have done, regardless of the fact that they have all these star players, is that they've ground out results. So the quality of the players that have come up every once in a while to get them this result. They're not playing as a team. They're not playing good football. It's an eyesore. It's almost as if the manager just said, you know what? Oh yeah, my first stars, just stay on the pitch and do what you do. No, yeah, there's no tactics, there's no plan, you can't see it. So it's almost like that's what it looks like. It looks like he just says, okay, 11 of you are starting. Yeah, get on the pitch and do what you know how to do best, and come back with a result. That's how they look. They look horrible. Yeah. And I don't know why. I don't think that Messi should be angry. I was watching the match at least until Messi left the match. You know my own. I move with my players. Yeah. He was anonymous in the second half. There was he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't adding to play. He wasn't flowing with the play. Second half, he was not there. So I don't know why he'd be offended that they removed him. He when he came off, I saw him talk to Pochettino. Yeah. I saw Pochettino say something to him, said something back, and then shrugged and walked off. They didn't shake hands or anything. Pochettino said he asked Messi, "Are you okay?" And Messi said, "Yeah, fine," and walked off.
Do you think he's feeling homesick?
I don't know what's wrong with him, and I don't care. If they're paying you that kind of money, you have to feel at home where you are. I'm sorry, when they pay you a lot of money, you feel at home where you are. So you took the money, Abby, you should use it to buy you some comfort. I don't know what you're going to do. But he wasn't there, and it wasn't beautiful. I don't think Pochettino is doing the best with the team. If you ask me, you have a team like that of four. Okay, he starts the game with Neymar on the right, Angel Di Maria on the left, Mbappe through the middle. I think Messi was playing right behind Mbappe, so it looks like a 10. Ideally, that's a good front four, you would say. He's the number 10, so he was right. He was behind Mbappe. That's the good front four. But they somehow didn't connect, because ideally it's Messi that's supposed to be creating those chances for Mbappe, for Neymar, Di Maria and Mbappe. He's the conduit, and then he can switch sides with Angel Di Maria, because he also plays through the left. So just switch him. Sorry, through the right. I always meet my left and my right. He always plays through the right, and then Neymar through the left. He always plays through the right. So switch that right hand side of the field with Di Maria. It's not rocket science. He just looked lost. Like, what am I supposed to do here? That's why he was watching other people play. So so especially in the second half. So yeah, not a very good team, not a fantastic team, but somehow they've managed to stay at the top of Ligue 1. It's a perfect start. So let's see how it works out for them. Not looking good. I can tell you every day of the week, if you brought any team for me to play against PSG in the Champions League, I will beat Champions League. I'll beat PSG comfortably.
Chino's of the opinion that when it gets to that point where the coach have to defend themselves or himself after substituting a player despite winning the game, then we know a problem might be springing from somewhere sooner or later.
Yeah, people talked a lot about
it. Oh, really? Okay. All right, so improved attitude sparked Chelsea's rout of Spurs, says Tuchel. Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel looked far from happy as his side were second best for 45 minutes of Sunday's London derby at Tottenham, but his halftime talk and a kick substitution again underlined the Germans' dramatic impact at Stamford Bridge.
Yes, so he said he just went into the room and told them, look, there's no intensity, there's no ambition. He didn't switch formation. He just said, there's no intensity, there's no ambition. Then he brought in two players that look like they know how to walk. And everybody else leave this pitch. Let me show you. Yeah, because when you bring an N'Golo Kante up, who you've been questioning his fitness, but you bring him over and say, you know what, I don't care how bad his physical fitness may look to me, his work ethic is different. You know that he wants a certain type of attitude. Thomas Tuchel is a guy that wants you to knuckle down and work. He's not particularly interested in your brilliance. He doesn't want to know how many leg overs you can do, if you can dribble 5 people. just do your work effectively and do it consistently. And that's what he wanted. He didn't see any urgency in his team. He didn't see any pressure. He didn't see any intensity in the first half. And he said, you know what, this has to change. That's all he said. He said he didn't even do anything dramatic. I think he just spoke about his disappointment. And you know how somebody will say, I don't like the work you have done, but you know you want to work again with person next time. You will increase your you make it better. And that's exactly what he did. And second half, they came out looking like a completely different team. Could have obliterated Tottenham Hotspur with the way they played in the second half. Yes, you can say their goal was fortuitous, but it was still a goal. Kante took a shot. He deflected off somebody in the back of the net. If he didn't take the shot, he wouldn't have scored. That's the truth of the matter. If he decided that, oh, the ball is in front of me and he passed it to the right instead of taking the shot, he wouldn't have scored. So he took the shot, it came off somebody, it entered the back of the goal. The other one was a corner. That Thiago Silva came all the way from Obalende, ran into the 18-yard box and headed it into the back of the goal with nobody really putting up any defense. I mean, that's the one guy you should be watching. If there's going to be a set piece, look out for the Thiago Silvas, the Marco Alonso's. You know, those are the guys that are going to put their head to the ball. Nobody was looking at him. The guy just went outside and ran all the way, unmarked. Then he got near Dele Alli. Dele Alli was like, oh, this is a human being. Too late. The ball was in the back of the net. So, yeah, you can say the goals were a little questionable. But, yes, goals come from people that dare. And they dared, and they scored, and they got away with 3 points. So, solid team, if you ask me, all round. And, again, a manager that, regardless of the fact that he's done well last season, is requesting for more. Because the matter is, when you get to the top, it's harder because you can't
to maintain that.
You have to maintain. It's harder to maintain it because you have achieved. So the hunger sometimes leaves you. So you have to find a way to be hungry to continue to achieve, and that's what he's trying to get in his voice.
All right, let's go on a break. When we come back, we have some more stories for you. Let's talk about Solskjaer being happy with Lingard's response in West Ham win, and Allegri relieved to hear final whistle in Milan.
And then we'll take your phone calls.
It's the locker room 981.
So we'll take their phone calls for that Man U game because of the penalties that were not given.
Okay.
There were like 3 penalties in that match I saw. I saw 3. Referee did not see any.
Why are they discriminating?
Where are all of you now? You are not watching us again. You must watch us. So are you waiting for a Monday meeting? Don't worry, you'll be fine. There are no queries. There are no queries. There are no. You'll be fine in your Monday meeting. So join us first and go for a Monday meeting. Join us to prep you for your Monday meeting.
Delicious, the refreshing.
It's a social world, and keeping up has become a lot easier, even banking. So I decided to follow. I had to
see my sweet.
You have sweet in your mouth.
Lifestyle.
Wow.
Exactly.
So you know I sleep. When I wake up, I have to have mint. If not, people will not be here.
Wise. Oh, wise. Oh, deep.
What happened to him?
It's like banking at your fingertips.
This is how she's looking for people to explain to you. Cup in hand.
I've even forgotten about that.
There's supposed to be a revolution, and I want to be there to be watching it. I think it came prepared.
No, I hope it came to transfer. We're not interested.
It's not a talk matter.
We're not interested in
this. Okay. I'm offended now. I'm offended. Where's my money? That's all it is. It's not. So what do you want to do about it? We don't want to look at our phone and hear pom pom. Okay.
We shouldn't have a meeting today. We shouldn't even.
How are you all doing? As you can see, I had a great weekend.
So tell us in the comment section, how's your weekend or how's your day? Okay, we have comments.
And I'm not talking about some godfather in the villa or plugs in the corridor. No, it's the small everyday.
You guys never disappoint. He said Clement said the referee had more ball possession.
Both Hurricane and You locker room people. I don't know where people go to collect your
L's, your Elas.
Your Elas are really, they're too tough. Just tell me this market you go, Sha.
Business connections seamless. You also enjoy 24/7 dedicated care lines. Contact Airtel Business.
Yeah.
They can force
Airtel, the smartphone
network. We have many adverts today. That's good. Are you guys feeling? So tell us. We're gonna open the phone lines. So I tell the people online for coming online.
For coming online, you have. So make sure you call. As soon as Ayo reads the story, just start calling. But we are going to be talking about the Man U West Ham game and the penalties that were run. How many penalties did you see? And tell us why there were penalties. That's what we are going to talk about. How many penalties did you see? And tell us why there were penalties. I'm not going to do any analysis per se on that game. So that's what we want to see. Right, Ayo?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's your other hat. I mean, remember.
Your earnings, your spending, your savings. Tune in to Smooth 98.1 for a definitive weekly analysis and check on your income.
Want cash flow that pays very little taxes.
Stay on top of money matters with
Okay.
the experts.
Are we ready?
I say after Ayo reads the story, no be na show. You know the call. Calm down. Put that phone down.
It's all about your finances made easy.
My name is Olive Emody, lawyer, MC, and all things media.
And all
you're
things
listening
media.
to the Smooth Breakfast Show with Valentine and Ayo.
You're listening to the Smooth Breakfast Show, and specifically, you're listening to the Locker Room 981. I'm here with Tega Supreme. I am Mary Essay and Valentino, who we have talked sports, and we have some more sporting stories for you. Before we go ahead, here's how you can be a part of the conversation. You can go onto our YouTube channel. YouTube search for Smooth 981 FM Lagos, and Tega is giving you a nice wave and a little dance. So if you want to go on there, that'd be fantastic. Or you can call us. We're going to open the phone lines very shortly. 01-44-89981. Also, you can send us a WhatsApp message 0809-444-0981. All right, so Tega, what are we? Let me get to the story.
Yeah.
So Manchester United midfielder Jesse Lingard is fighting for his spot in the team, and the England international knows how to bounce back from setbacks, according to manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Solskjaer said, I think today, that was yesterday, was a good answer. You know, Jesse wants to fight for his place. He wants to be part of a Man United team that he feels is going places.
Oh, yes. So he had a horrible midweek. He was the one that gave the ball away that led to the winner by Young Boys in the Champions League. And then he comes on Sunday against West Ham in what was a tough tie and a tricky one, and was able to get the winning goal for Manchester United. So, yeah, he apologized to Manchester United fans with his goal and offended West Ham with his goal. So now, if Manchester United freezes him out, which I believe that they will soon, West Ham United, please don't take him back because he scored against you. However, we want to discuss this today when you call these numbers, the numbers that I will give you.
Yeah. 01-44-89981.
Good. When you call those numbers, I want you to tell me yesterday's match between West Ham and Manchester United. How many penalties did you see? How many penalties did you think should have been given, and why? So call these numbers.
01-44-89981. All right, I have a first phone call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, Dakbo from the abroad. How are you? Good morning. Please go ahead.
Good morning.
So you wanted to know how many penalties was a Man U game?
Yeah.
I saw one.
Okay. Which one did you see?
I think seeking for penalties, and on 3 occasions it did it. I don't think it was being honest about it. I think the referee and VAR was spotted for a change, because usually the big players get the decisions in their favour. So I don't think Ronaldo's attempts at getting the penalties were correct. So yeah, I only saw one penalty, and that was the one to West Ham.
Okay. All right. That was told us his answer. We're waiting to hear your answers. How many penalties did you see? That was, thank you very much. How many penalties did you see in yesterday's games? And why do you think they should have been penalties? So let's go. If you get these numbers that Ayo gives the numbers.
014489981. We have some comments on our YouTube channel. Okay. So the referee had more ball possession than both Harry Kane. That's going back to the previous story. And Dele Ali in that match. N'Golo Kante's goals are so rare and precious. They should be sold as non-fungible tokens. Midfield General Kante. Clement Okaoba, before I read Clement's message, here's a call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's IK from Peace Estate.
Hello, IK from Peace Estate. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I saw 3.
Okay.
All right. But let's say the other one is not that serious. Now, the first 2 on Ronaldo by that defender, Ikufa Oru, and then by Zuma.
Okay.
Those ones are clear-cut penalty opportunities.
Okay.
So I don't know why they ref look the other way. But then to cap it off, at the end of the match, just moments to go, he already won penalty against Man U. Why is that? When he didn't see the other ones? So that's my concern.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
Piece of 3. Let's take one more call.
Good morning. Oh, all right. Okay then. So Gift is of the opinion that West Ham were just lucky or unlucky. They should have won that game. Okay. One more call. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Good morning. Victor from Iba.
Hello, Victor from Iba. Please go ahead.
Okay, I think I saw 4 penalties, of which just one was given.
Okay.
4.
Yeah. There were the 2 before the one that was checked on Ronaldo on the VAR. I think the 2 before that one were penalties. The one that Zuma committed and the one Fornals committed.
Okay.
And then there was one that West Ham should have gotten, where I think the right back of Man U clattered into one of the players in West Ham. I think that should have been given. 2, 4 altogether should have been given. 2.
Okay.
2 for West Ham.
You saw 4 penalties. Wow, these phone lines are going crazy. Let's take one more call.
Good morning. What's your name? Oh, take one more. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Okay, good morning. Ayo. Victor Ed is my name.
All right, Victor. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think there were actually 2 penalties in the match. But however, I guess the referees in the English Premier League, they have the way of just trying to overlook certain things. And I don't know for me why they tend not to give the second penalty and don't involve them Zuma. And the first penalty actually, I'm trying to remember the very well. I know there were actually 2 penalties in the match, not just 1 penalty. That's my take for that match.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. So we had so many penalties. Some people said 4, some people said 2, some people said 3, some people said 1. And I will tell you exactly why the Kozuma one wasn't a penalty. I don't understand it, but I do recognize that the Premier League actually changed rules, their own VAR rules, because of this. So ideally, players play for penalties, and they're allowed to. It's not cheating. It's just outsmarting your opponents. They're not diving. They just call the opponent to make a contact when they know that they have lost the ball. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo, in that tackle with Kozuma, he knew he couldn't do anything with the ball from where the ball was going to, from the angle he had pushed the ball to. But he knew that if he ran for the ball, because of who he is, because of his trickery and his pace and his goal scoring record, Kozuma is going to want to stop him. So he called Kozuma into that tackle. He made sure he touched the ball because he really couldn't have done anything with the ball from that angle. So he made sure he touched the ball first. The ball was already going. He just made sure he touched the ball. And then he started to fall. So his problem was he did not time his falling well. So he started to fall. Kozuma put his leg across Cristiano Ronaldo. But Cristiano Ronaldo had already started to fall before the contact with Kozuma. So that was the problem. You're allowed to play for penalties. It's not cheating. It's outsmarting your defender. But he didn't time his falling well. So I see why the referee didn't give that one. However, and then the second one was the one against Fornals. Fornals, he called for that contact. Fornals leaves his leg there and Cristiano Ronaldo launches into the contact. And again, it's the timing of that contact. That's the problem. The guy puts his leg there. You could have avoided the leg. You decided to run into the leg. That's why VAR didn't give that. He was not wrong to play for the contact, but he didn't play for it. His timing was just a little off. The only other one that I would say was a penalty was the West Ham one, where Wan-Bissaka clattered Souček. And Wan-Bissaka had zero idea. Had no idea what he had done. He's been making mistakes recently, and that was a mistake. However, from where Clattenburg had judged that Souček had already touched, had already fouled Wan-Bissaka before Wan-Bissaka fouled him. So, at the end of the day, when everything is said and done, there was only one penalty in that match. And it was the penalty that was given, the handball against Manchester United. So at the end, it was one penalty. I know that but the referees in PL, they sat down particularly on this and said, you know what, players play for penalties, we are going to cut that out. And so that's why even the one the Manchester City one on Saturday, where I was so sure that it was a penalty, it was a question again of just that timing. So understanding that they're trying to cut out that is why you will be able to calm down. Like in Spanish La Liga, they will give all. They will give the West Ham on. They will give the two Ronaldo's on. Was there contact? Yes. Did he go down? Yes. Whatever it is, whether he played for the penalty, anyway, penalty. But in the Premier League, they have decided to actively try and cut that down. And so that's why it's not a penalty there. So there was according to the Premier League, there was really only one penalty there, and it was that handball by Luke Shaw that was given that West Ham still missed. So in the end, you could say,
well, honestly, we'll end with this comment from Charles, who says, I saw 55 penalties. Every touch on Ronaldo should be a penalty. Six-time Ballon d'Or is not being used. All right, everyone, thank you so much. As always, you make the show extra special. And a big thanks to our one and only Tega Supreme. You can find her at Tega Supreme on all social media platforms, or find out the work she does with ladies in sports at LIS International. They have a great event coming up very soon, so please go onto their Instagram page and get all the details on that one. I'm Ayo Myra Essay with Valentino, who will continue the show, and at 11 o'clock we'll be switching gear to Strictly So. Stay tuned.
Sporting world never loses its action.